Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, let me introduce myself. My name is Dalpa from class A2. First, I honor the lecture of the error analysis course, Miss Dia Supra Balastari MPD. Here, I will present the result of my analysis of error analysis to take the final exam. Okay, let me read the series of presentations. The first is identifying the errors. The second is classifying the errors. The third is explaining cause or sources error. The fourth is evaluating the error. And uh, the fifth is preventing the error. All right. The first one is identifying the error. The first is competence error. Error that occurs due to a lack of understanding or mastery of grammar, rules, or linguistic structure in a language. Competence is a person's internal knowledge of the language. So, if a competence error occurs, it indicates a deficiency in that aspect of language ability. And the second is performance error. Errors that occur despite one's linguistic competence are usually due to factors such as fatigue, impaired concentration, time pressure, or spontaneous slip of the tongue. Okay, next is error in language learning can be classified into different types based on how they divide from the target language norms. Here is a detailed explanation of each type. The first is pronunciation error. Errors made in articulation of sounds or words in the target language. The second is grammatical errors. Errors involving incorrect use of grammar, including parts of speech, tense, agreement, or sentence. And the last is word choice errors. Errors where incorrect words are used either due to misunderstanding of meaning, collocation issues, or context mismatches. Okay, the next is classifying the error. Okay, here I will explain the result of the error analysis based on the video. I will provide the link at the end. Okay, the first is pronunciation error. Okay, the first is mid-task assessment. Pronunciation sounds like text. The correct sound is test. Okay, source of the error. This error can come from interference or influence from the mother tongue. In Indonesian, for example, consonants at the end of words are often not pronounced as clearly as in English. Thus, the pronunciation of the word text tends to become tag or test, omitting the final letter sound. And cause of the error is performance error can occur due to fatigue, lack of concentration, or the speaker is unfamiliar with the correct pronunciation. And this error falls under communicative error, as it can cause misinterpretation or unclear meaning when communicating because the speaker mentioned text pronounced as test. The listener may understand the context as test or exam or other similar sounding word. This error affects comprehension in verbal communication. Okay, next, answer. Pronunciation sounds like answer. The correct sound is answer. Source of error is interference. Because of the first language or habit of reading the spelling directly, the speaker during speaking always pronounce letter W in answer, even though the letter is not pronounced in English. Influences from the mother tongue, for example, language that do not have silent letter patterns, may also be a common cause. Cause of the error is ignorance of rules restrictions. Because the speaker may not know or understand the rules regarding silent letters in English. And non-communicative, because even though the pronunciation is wrong, the speaker says answer instead of answer, the meaning of the word can still be understood by the listener, especially in a conversational context. However, this error can interfere with fluency because the speaker uses the word answer a lot. Okay, next, I can understand nurse, kind, and work with him. Pronunciation sounds like kin, correct sounds kind. Search of the error. The search of the error is overgeneralization. The speaker may apply the rule of reading important or religious with the I, read as an Indonesian to the word kind. Cause of error is hypothesized cause of false concept error. The speaker might apply the rule of reading important or religious with the I, read as an Indonesian to the word kind. Communicative error, because communication error would say that it's a communication error because for an audience who does not speak Indonesian, it will be quite difficult to interpret what the speaker said. Okay, the next is the problem is because it's difficult to understand. Pronunciation sounds like difficult. Search of error over generalization error. The speaker may apply the rule of reading cereal or circle with the letter C read as S to the word difficult. Cause of error is hypothesized cause of misconception error. The speaker might apply the rule of reading if the letter C in English is read as S. Communicative error. I will say that this is a communicative error because for an audience who does not speak Indonesian, it will be very difficult to interpret what the speaker is saying. Okay, the second is grammatical error. The first is, hello everyone, I will introducing myself. Search of error, I think this error probably comes from overgeneralization of grammar rules. This is when the speaker may have applied the wrong language rules, namely using the gerund from introducing, when they should have used the best form of the verb introduce after the auxiliary verb will. The speaker may have assumed that the gerund form can be used in this context, but is not. Okay, cause of error is ignorance of rule boundaries. The speakers did not realize that the verb after we modal will must be in best form, not present participle. Okay. Communicative error. Despite the grammatical error, the meaning of the sentence can still be understood by the listener. The speaker can still convey his intention to introduce himself, even with errors in sentence structure. In this case, the error does not hinder communication, but it can interfere with the clarity and accuracy of the language. Introducing shall be introduced. Okay, next. Because nurse can I help many people. The sentence shall be because nurses can help many people or because nurses can help many people. Search of error is interference because these errors may be caused by the mother tongue. In many languages, word order syntax is different from English. For example, some languages have flexible or different word order. Perhaps the speaker is applying the pattern with Bahasa Indonesia. Next cause of error is overgeneralization. As this error reflects an immature understanding of English grammar rules, the addition of S to the verb helps show that learners understand the rule of subject-verb agreement, third-person singular verb, but they incorrectly apply it to the subject I, which doesn't actually require the addition of S. Communication error. Because out of the learner's intention can be understood, stating that a nurse can help many people. The incorrect grammatical structure makes the sentence difficult to understand in formal or academic communication. This error interferes with the clarity of the message, but does not completely hinder communication. Okay, Next is planning for 5 years now can help many people and become professional nurse and become higher and woman housewife. Search of error is strategy of communication and assimilation. This occurs when the speaker is trying to use the target language, which is English, but has not fully mastered the grammatical structure. But the speaker uses communication strategies to try to convey their ideas despite the errors. Because the speaker uses simple and direct words like help many people, but does not organize their ideas grammatical according to the rules of English. Cause of error is overgeneralization. Learners may not realize that in English, each verb in a list of action needs to follow a certain grammatical pattern. For example, in Indonesian, sentence structure like become higher and woman housewife show the speaker attempt to convey a complex idea without fully mastering the grammar of the target language, which is English. And communicative error because although the learner can still convey the general meaning, the listener, especially non-Indonesian speakers, may be confused by some part of the sentence, such as become higher. The meaning of the sentence is still confusing. The correct sentence the speaker could say, planning for 5 years now can help many people become a professional nurse and balance a career while being a housewife. Okay, next is yes, it is important because we can as English we will meet outside passion and become spokesperson for translation. Okay. Search of error is strategy of communication and assimilation. It's possible that speakers are trying to communicate their ideas despite their limitation in vocabulary or grammar. So they use words that are close to their actual meaning, such as passion for expression. A cause of error is false concept hypothesis, as this error occurs because the speaker misunderstands or makes an erroneous hypothesis about how English word structures or meanings work. Communicative error. This error can hinder the listener's understanding, especially if the listener is not a native English speaker. For example, the word prescience does not have a clear meaning, so the listener may be confused about the speaker's intention. Okay, the trend is word choices. Okay, example, pertanyaan number 5. Search of error, performance errors, which are unsystematic error that occur due to the things like forgetfulness, fatigue, confusion, or strong emotion, caused by temporary factors such as lack of focus or spontaneous habit of mixing language. What should have been pronounced question become question using Indonesian. Cause of error is overgeneralization, as the speaker may think that this code mixing is acceptable as it's often used in casual or informal conversation. So the speaker pronounce question into question using Indonesian. Okay, next communicative error. Because the meaning can still be partially conveyed through the context of number 5. However, for audience from other countries, this error can reduce the clarity and effectiveness of the communication delivered. Okay, the third is explaining source or search the errors. Okay, cause of error. The first is interference, that is an error resulting from the transfer or grammatical and or stylistic element from the source language to the target language. The second is overgeneralization. There is an error caused by extension of target language rules to areas where they do not apply. The third is performance error. That is unsystematic error that occurs as the result of such things as memory lapse, fatigue, confusion, or strong emotion. And the fourth is markers of transitional competence. That is an error that results from a natural and perhaps inevitable development sequence in the second language learning process by analogy with first language acquisition. The fifth is strategy of communication and assimilation. That is an error resulting from the attempt to communicate in the target language without having completely acquired the grammatical form necessary to do so. And teacher-induced error. That is an error resulting from pedagogical procedures contained in the text or employed by the teacher. Okay, next is source of error. The first is overgeneralization. This occurs when learners extend a learned rule of context where it does not apply. It results from an attempt to apply language rules systematically but incorrectly. Learners assume that a rule they have learned apply universally, even in exceptions or irregular cases. This is a natural process in learning as learners seek consistency, cause lack of familiarity with irregularities and exceptions in the target language. And the second is incomplete application of rules. Errors occur when learners fail to fully apply the rules of the target language, leading to incomplete or incorrect structures. Learners may stop at an early stage of rules application due to limited practice or incomplete understanding. Because learners may focus on conveying meaning quickly and neglect grammatical accuracy, or they may not yet fully understand the structure. The third is false concept hypothesis. Error arises from learners' incorrect assumptions or misinterpretations of language rules. This happens when learners form wrong hypotheses about how language works, often due to misleading construction, miscommunication, or their own analysis. Thus, misunderstanding of rules or insufficient clarification of key grammatical concepts. And the fourth is ignorance of rule restrictions. Error occurs when learners fail to recognize the limitation or specific context in which a language rule applies. Learners use rules in situations where they should not, leading to incorrect form. This often happens due to incomplete knowledge or lack of exposure to nuance of use of the target language. Thus, limited exposure to authentic language use or misunderstanding of exceptions rule. Okay, the fourth is evaluating the error. When analyzing student error, is important to consider the nature and impact of the errors. Errors can be broadly categorized based on their seriousness and the learning goals. Evaluation often focuses on two key areas, grammar and pronunciation. Categories of error evaluation. The first is serious errors. These are recurring mistakes of error that indicate a lack of understanding of key concept. They can hinder communication, cause confusion, or disrupt the flow of conversation. How to handle is encourage self-correction by prompting the student or providing examples. If the error is recurring, plan focuses, practice, or review session. Okay, the second is not serious error. These are minor mistakes, often unintentional, that do not significantly affect communication. How to handle? This can be corrected later, such as during feedback or review session, avoiding interrupting the student in the moment to maintain confidence and fluency. Okay, next is preventing the errors. Okay, the first is explain concepts clearly. Okay, first, explain concept clearly, namely explaining good and clear concept is very important so that students understand the material being taught. For example, using simple language or sentence so that students can immediately understand. Second is repetitive practice. Practice strengthens learn concept and helps learners internalize patterns, reducing the likelihood of making the same mistake over and over again. And then thirdly, regular and constructive feedback. allows students to know the area where they need to improve. By getting feedback, students can understand their mistake and learn from the experience, thus reducing the chance of repeating the same mistake. Okay. Fourthly, provide opportunities to speak and interact with classmates or a teacher can improve their understanding. For example, doing pair or group activities allows learners of practice conversational structure and getting used to the flow of natural language can help prevent mistakes. Okay, the fifth is the motivation and support. Mm. Um, Motivation and support is essential to creating a positive learning environment. For example, allowing shy learners to participate builds their confidence and minimize error caused by hesitation. And in the sixth part, using a creative approach to teaching can make the material more interesting and easy to understand, as well as making English lesson fit the learning style of the students. For example, incorporating games or role-playing keeps learners engaged while practicing grammar or vocabulary. And the seventh is to use teaching material that are relevant and attract the attention of learners so that it's easier to absorb and remember the correct use of language. For example, by using favorite TV shows to show dialogue to teach conversational phrases and correct vocabulary naturally. And the final one, conducting regular evaluation helps teachers to assess student understanding and identify areas that need improvement. By conducting evaluations, teachers can adjust teaching methods and provide additional support in areas that are difficult for students, thus reducing the likelihood of further errors. Okay, I think the presentation is finished. Thank you, and if there are any mistakes, please forgive. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.